Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the 9th day of September 2025. I'll be giving you some newspapers reviews. This is JV Trading News. How are you doing now? Today is Tuesday too, and that's second day of the working days. So let's look at what is happening in the newspapers review. So 2027, not rallies. Voters are South Top's pre-registration list. Now, not not a people, not stakeholders are showing interest that no, we want to really bring more people to vote, meaning that not a feeling being left behind. As Osun State has shown high records of people that are engaging in continuous registration voting or vote. Those who are registering say that they want to contest or they want to participate and in the elections coming up in 2027. So you can see that they're saying no. Now let us rally people. So now more people are now looking for a way of joining. Talking about Ilorin is also taking part of those who are pushing their people to vote to register for the PVC. That so that they can also participate in electing the next leaders in 2027. The next one is no Nigerian pilgrim will abscond in Israel. NCPC assures. Now this is Agbotekun made it clear and said it there that he made it clear that no, those who are traveling for the pilgrimage will not escape and go and be looking to try to stay in abroad. That they were sure that they stay within the limit or they are controlled so that they don't escape. So let's look at the next one. Remi Tinubu urges collective actions to protect schools. Now this is coming from the vice president of the country, and I wondered the effort she is putting in ensuring that her husband, who is the president of the country, is protecting because her husband is the head of state, meaning that is one in charge of the armies and all this. She should be able to pressurize and ensure that our husband does the right thing and ensure that the protections of the schools, the teachers, the pupils, the students, and other staffs, those who are going to school to participate in school activities, are well protected. And she made it clear that she was used to be the teacher too, so she knows how it feels to be feeling insecure. That our schools should be secure because by next week, most of the schools, if not 90% of schools, they will be resuming for the new section, which will take this will be the first time for this 2025 to 2026 session. So let's hope that the government and all the chief of staff, navy staff, and other people, other staffs, police, they are well alert, and then they are well equipped with the instruments, the ammunition, all the necessary weapons they need to protect the people. Not just be saying that they should. Are they doing it? What are they doing? What measures are they put in place? The budget about the security, how much have they been released, and how well have they assured that all those weapons are put in use for the good of the country? The next one is a JAMB panel that covers over 6,000 AI biometric malpractices. And this is very clear. The idea of the students using, about 4,000 students using, they call it finger blending, kind of practice, and they tend to use their thumbprint and to use it in a way that is going to promote the malpractices. And also about 1,800 claim that they are albinos, and when you are albinos, you seem to have issue with seeing during the day or seeing the screen. So you may be allowed to use eyeglass. And now there's AI eyeglass which students can use to be able to screenshot and get answers from from AI, and then they will be able to pass the exam. So they've made it clear that about 1,000 plus of candidates or prospective candidates who apply or who start for this JAMB this year, they were not albinos. So the question would now be that, it's a bit tricky, and then it shows that as examination is advancing, also malpractices also getting advancing too. So we are hoping that they look ways to ensure they curb or minimize the barest minimum, meaning that even though if they cannot stop it, they can ensure that they catch and also prevent any further kind of malpractices that will be coming up. So let's look at the next one. This one is drink water, then pay after sex. Experts warn on UTI. Now, those who are married, you are encouraged to ensure you engage. You ease yourself after engaging in the bedroom kind of fight. On the bed. So if you know what I'm talking about, if you're not married, ensure you zip up and wait till when you get married, and so that you'll be able to avoid unnecessary infections that is common nowadays. This is about UTI, is a urinary tract infection, and it happens a lot. And if this is to really affect that system, it will affect your urinary system and also affect your reproductive system, because if you cannot remove a reproductive system from urinary systems, these are the organs that are being used for the kind of biometric activities in the room. For those who are married, just get advice and get one. So let's look at the next one, and this one will be the last newspaper review to this time. Peter Obi's resumes again public engagement after medical rest. Last weekend, it was clear that Peter Obi made the announcement that he will be resting for a while because based on the advice from his doctor. That means he made it clear that he will not be engaging on public, so that he will be able to relax. And I think he made it clear that he needed the rest. And that was what he did. And now on Monday, he came out and said, yes, he's fully back again to engage to the public, to continue to prepare for, engaging with the people. And also, he also went to talk about the entrepreneur kind of event so he went the other time in Enugu. That's where the issue came up, where he needs to rest, to pull back before he make another impulse. Those of you who are into forex will understand the meaning of impulse and pull back. But if you are not also into it, what I mean is that it's going to start engaging more in public activities. So let's look at the last one. This one is Kwara Pilgrims Board fixes 8.5 million naira fee for 2026 Hajj form. Now, if they have 8.5 million, just forget about the Hajj next year. That's what they are talking about. This is more of like no subsidy, unlike the when Tinubu came on board and said that billion. And then later on, it very clear that he didn't want to engage. And 90 billion then, but now there's no more 90 billion for subsidy, Hajj subsidy, and so on. But we could say that this is a sign that Nigeria is poor, but our president is still traveling to UK, France, and so on. But you can see that the development is very clear that 8 million, this money is not, you cannot go below it. So if you don't have this amount, if you have 8 million or 7 million, just make sure perhaps you can go to the banks and take loan, or go to your relatives and see how you can raise more money. If you feel like it's smart for you to travel to Hajj, that is it. So this is how I can go today. I believe that you have been able to get understanding about what is happening today a little bit. There are more updates, but because of time, I just need to limit it so that I don't take much time on the show. So I'll be coming back by God's grace tomorrow for midweek edition of JV Trending News. Stay blessed.